Rabbi Stephen Blaine page. So welcome everybody for our Tuesday Maariv service on this very auspicious, unusual Tuesday evening. If you're here tonight, please give me a chat, give me a shout out so I know that I'm not talking to myself, because I know many of us are glued to the TV tonight. But if you happen to be on Facebook, say hi so I know that I'm not alone, that we're here together. I'm just adjusting. Okay, that's good. And that the technology is working. So again, this is Rabbi Karen. Good evening. And we're going to begin our Tuesday Maariv service momentarily. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody got out to vote. And we'll talk a little bit more in a few minutes about all that. So, again, good evening, one and all. An Erev Tov. Hope all is well. Hope everybody's healthy. Hope you're staying warm. Here in Florida, we've actually had cool to 73 degrees, breezy, delicious weather. I actually sit outside in the back with my laptop and get my work done and have my morning coffee. It's been so delicious. All right, it's 7 p.m. and if you're on, give a shout out and we shall begin. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. How good and how pleasant when we all dwell together in unity. I think that should be the message for the night. When we all dwell together in unity. Myra, thank you for joining. Thank you for the shout out. And I hope you're doing well in California. Tonight is going to be a slightly shortened service because of the election. But we'll go through and, we'll chat a little bit. Our call to praise. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due now and forever. I love to always be reminded of Adonai's gifts, of Adonai's miracles. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bevaro ma'ariv aravim b'chochma poter sha'arim u'v'tvuna mishanei tim u'machalif et hazmanim u'msader et kochavim b'mishmoroteiim barakia kirtzono. Borei yom v'layla golel or mipnei choshek v'choshek mipnei or u'ma'avir yom u'mevi layla u'mavdil ben yom u'ben layla Adonai Sevaot Shemo El Chai v'Kayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Le'olam Va'ed Baruch atah Adonai HaMa'ariv Aravim. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who brings on twilight. Although with the time change, twilight was about an hour ago. But yes, it's still the blessings that Adonai have given us, separating dark from light and light from dark. Barbara, Ziona, how are you all? Glad you're with me tonight. Everlasting love you offer your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them. For they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And now the prayer, in which we don't ask for anything, but it's a statement representing who we are. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom, now and forever. V'ahavta et Adonai Elchecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher nochi misavcha hayom al levavecha v'shenantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvleftecha v'aderech u'shap b'avkamecha ושתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בעיניך, ובטרתם על מזוזות ביתך ושעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Yitgadal v'yitgada shemei rabba v'yamad divrach hirutei v'yamlich mahutei v'chayechon uv'yomechon u'chayedecha beit Yisrael ba'gala ba'gala uv'zman kori v'imru amen yesh mei rabba mevorach li'alam li'amei amaya yitbarach Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yiraman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei kudusha b'richu leilam b'cha b'chata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata damiram b'alma v'imru amen. Exalted and hallowed be God's great name in the world which God created according to plan. May God's majesty be revealed in the days of our lifetime, and the life of all Israel, speedily, imminently, to which we all say, Amen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, why is tonight all different from all other nights? Let me preface, before I begin to speak. In New York City, I was a middle school history teacher for about 30 years. And one of the first things that we learned in college, especially in a history course, is you don't teach your opinion. Not to 12-year-olds anyway. But our job was to teach them to have their own opinion and to know why they had their opinion. Mine was based on fact. I constantly would say to the kids, why? No, I like this one. Why? I don't like that one. Why? Base it on something. This is what I wanted to teach my students. Shalom, Roland and Sandy. I'm glad you could join us. And so I took that philosophy with me throughout life. I would drive my students crazy because they never could figure out my political affiliation. I never told them. I could make arguments for all sides, and I played devil's advocate so many times, and I did it on purpose because I just didn't want them to have my opinion. I wanted them to have their own. Through my lifetime, I remember clergy giving their opinions. Many of my friends told me how in church, the priest, or the Catholic Church, would tell them what they can and can't do. Somebody I know remembers every Friday they were told not to listen to the Beatles. Again, you're being told what your opinion is. At 13, I had a rabbi who was very good for giving his opinions, his political opinions from the 1960s. We were a bunch of hippies in those days. But he said something once that made me think. He said, we have the Native American movement, we have the, it was called Chicano movement at the time, the Afro-American movement, I'm dating myself using those terms, and Jews are all part of that. But who's around to back up the Jews? And that was when the little light bulb in my head went off. This was a lecture that made me think. Well, in recent political times, I've seen many clergy from the pulpit give their opinions. And I don't do that. Maybe it comes back from my training as a teacher. I rather if we were to do this, we discuss and we try to learn and we try to be open-minded. But I would not give you my opinion because I want you to have your own opinion. Well, tonight is the election, as we know. And with this election, a lot of people are anxious. That I know. But let's realize, and I found this on Facebook today, you know what I'm going to do the day after election day if my candidate loses? I'm going to go to work, I'm going to be happy, live my life, and love others. And what if my candidate wins? I'm going to do the same thing. Our lives will go on. We can't live as if it's the end of the world. We still go on with our lives. We still do what we have to do in life. We try to do it to the best of our ability. And I offer a prayer for our country. Adonai, please bless this United States, this country that has been a light to all who have come here. We have given freedoms and rights and democracy that our ancestors came here to enjoy. Please bless us, Adonai. Please let us come together in peace, and may we accept the things we can't change. And let us work together to make this country the best it can be. And that's my prayer for tonight. And now let's take a moment to listen to the prayers in our hearts and in our minds. Oh, say shalom bimrumav, uyas shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oh, say shalom bimrumav, uyas shalom aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the one who causes peace to reign in the high heavens, let peace descend on us and all Israel, and let us say amen. Ziona, I'm not going to deny that, but how many people in power who should be neutral aren't? That's the problem I have. So, but I am neutral, and especially as I am, in this role of rabbi. And if you look at my Rabbi Karen Becker Marcello Facebook page, the only politics I have in there is about Israel. And it's not even about the who, it's just, all about Israel. So, we just hope and pray for the best. That's all I'm going to say about politics. We always hope and we pray that, God will offer grace upon us and help us to get through. We are the ones that have to work together. We're the ones that have to go on with life. Whether your candidate wins or loses, we have to continue on. Okay. And now our prayers for healing. So if you know somebody that needs our healing thoughts and prayers, and I'm going to add even our country needs some healing thoughts and prayers. Please put in their names so we can begin. Emily, shalom to you. I'm going to begin with the first paragraph, and then you can give in. You can give me the names, and we'll read the names. Misheberach avotenu mechol habraha limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Any names for the Mishabera? All those who are suffering physically and emotionally. Catherine Bot Lully, Lisa Ambrose, and Pearl Bot Ethel. Sandy DeLeo, Joanna, Stephen, and David, Laura and David Perlman, Dawn Alnut. Marvin, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Are there any other names? Our own congregants, Beth and Amy, Jeff Ben Jeffrey, Marlene Bat Chaya. And Hirsch Ben Fredel. Okay. Misheberach imotenu v'chol habraha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. And the U.S. victims of violence and those with COVID, and may their families be sheltered. Beth, good evening. Good evening, good evening. And Menashe Ben Menachem. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, v'ateit gdula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kikoye haratzot, V'lo samanu kimishpachot hadama, shelo sam helkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamanam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlochim, hakadosh baruch hu. First responders and caregivers, Audrey Kelly, Bia Badella, and Rabbi Jonathan Sachs. V'neman v'haya Adonai lemelech al kohoretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shmo echad. We recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. The memories of all of them are with us. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as we praise Adonai and pray for the coming of Adonai's kingdom. And if you are observing a yurt site or know of someone who passed recently, please type in their names so we might remember them. Bobby Ben Catherine. Okay, no others. For all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah, v'yalmad divrah hirutei v'yamlich mahutei, v'chayechon uv'yomeichon uv'chaye d'chol Beit Yisrael b'agalav zman kori v'yimru amen. Susan Berinsky. Yehesh me rabba mevarach li'olam me'al maya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh v'yitadal v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmeid hudashah b'richu le'elam michal bechata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata damiram v'yalma v'yimru amen. Yehesh lama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom v'yimrumav hu yaseh shalom Aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, Yimru Amen. Sally Kelly. Victims of violence, natural disasters, COVID-19 and all viruses. Nina Bat Betty. Jack Ben Seidel. David Sifarini. And may the one who gives comfort the mourners of Zion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, for those who died in Vienna in that massacre, that was horrible. Well, back to our reality. It's going to be an interesting next few days. They don't expect results tonight. Here in Florida, I did my mail away, but I don't trust the mail, so we deposit in a box, and we're able to look up online. Not only did they receive it, but they already counted it. So I like that kind of technology. Be well. We're here, JSLI, Monday through Friday. Rabbi Nancy, Rabbi Galit, Rabbi Deborah, myself, and of course Rabbi Stephen Blaine on Friday. We're beginning a new program a week from tonight called J-Leap, Jewish Living Enrichment Program. Still not, I don't know if it's too late or not to join. You'd have to reach Carol. We're on the jsli.net website. And be well, be healthy, be happy. That's the best thing. Be happy. Try to find happiness in this world. Remember, tomorrow or the next day, your candidate wins. You're going to go to work. You're going to be happy. You're just going to live your life. And if your candidate wins, guess what? You're going to still love others, go to work, be happy, live your life. We're just going to go on with life. So again, Erev Tov all, and have a great week.